Oh, hey folks, how you doing there? Dude coming at you today on Friday, May 20th. Oh man, what brings about today? Well, you guys know I did a previous video in a previous iteration. I was speaking, of course, about my first generation 2 gig nano. Awesome little piece of kit. This is probably one of the best things Apple ever put out for a very simple reason. It fits everywhere. I mean, this thing is maybe what? Maybe 8 millimeters in thickness, and it's inch and a half by maybe like 3.5 inches. I mean, you can throw this thing literally in the watch pocket of your jeans. So I was cruising around, went to a pawn shop, and I found, of all things, the later iteration of the Nano. I believe this is a second gen, and it has some issues. Like, it has like 17 songs on board, so I jacked in my adapter plug and literally got bupkis for pulling stuff out, cleaning it up, putting in the stuff that I want to listen to. So probably this guy's going to go on eBay simply because I just can't do a damn thing with it. Sadly enough, I'm just going to stick with my little 2 gig. But it's not enough. This is a 4 gig. I need more. I need a lot more. I need more space because I actually have a fairly good sized musical library. And I went back to that same pawn shop I bought this one from and had the false start. Now, the other thing too is also the lock switch on this thing's a little sketchy. It's destined to get sold, okay? I'm not going to have something that only works half-ass and doesn't want to do its job. But it's only 4 gigs. I need more, okay? How much more do you possibly need? Well, let's just see. Most of the iterations tending to be like, pretty high amount of gig containing 40, 60. It's a lot of stuff, man. You can contain quite a bit of items and, not even 8 gigs, but you can contain a whole hell of a lot of stuff when you start talking like, you go north of like 20, 30, 40. I mean, that's, you're talking hard drives. I mean, it really, truly is something that can hold a lot of stuff. So like I said, I went to that pawn shop where I bought this one, and I decided to try my luck, roll the bones, see what I had. And I went through there, and I saw a line of iPod Touches. Now, I'm really not a huge fan of the Touch simply because like your smartphone, you bump the screen and you butt call or you do something and you're going, oh man, I didn't mean to do that. I'm kind of a traditionalist. I like to have the little jog wheel on there and a couple buttons, and I'm old school like that, okay? Give me something simple, stupid, easy, that does what I need it to do, with probably better technology, with a pretty face. Well, I went in there and I was cruising around, looking around. Like I said, there was a row of touches, and I wasn't quite feeling that I needed to have an iPod Touch at this point in time. So I looked over and I saw this. And I do mean this. The iPod Classic. And I'm looking at this thing, I'm like, looks pretty decent. Looks like the kind of body style that I was looking at. And I was like, dude, do me a favor, take a look at the back side of that thing and tell me how big it is. So he looked at the back and goes, oh, this is a 160 gigabyte Classic. This thing's got a bigger hard drive than some computers I've had, and it's got an S-ton, okay? I think the current computer that I have now has a half gig. It's a little bit of an older computer, but let me see here real quick. Crank on my properties, this, that, and the other thing. Da 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 da. No, that's not what I needed. Go over here. Go to computer. My actual hard drive size is, well, of course, this partition stuff I can't get to. Currently, I have a 440 gig drive in this computer. So it started out probably as a 500 gig, and of course you have that Q drive and the stuff when they put in Windows. I'm not going to 8, I'm not going to 10, okay? I like 7. So partitioned off, I got a 500 gig drive with 440, 460, whatever it is available. And I was looking over and I'm like, okay, well, 160 gigs. That is an S ton of space. I probably should snap this thing up. He had it priced at 160, right? So I'm looking at this thing. I was like, dude, can we boot it up and see if it does work? And I look at the back price. The back price had a sticker with another sticker on top of it, and it was 150. I'm like, oh, that's actually, I mean, I've cruised eBay. I've seen what these things cost. They're generally not a cheap iPod, and the classics are wanted because they have an actual hard drive on board. I mean, literally, like platter, little skating guy, it is an actual hard drive. So anyway, the guy goes, oh, okay, let me jack it in and see what happens. He's like, Okay, well, we'll test it and see how it works. Like, you got any earbuds? And the guy goes, no. I was like, wait a minute, I got to set out my car. And I always have a set of earbuds out in my car simply because, unfortunately, the 5 does not do good speakerphone at all. I mean, the microphone sucks. Frankly, sucks. This thing is so waterproofed that it is like huge diaphragm over the microphone to protect everything that it literally sounds muffled as all get out. It does not speakerphone well. If anybody ever tells you the Samsung S5 is a good speakerphone, they've been smoking something because it just doesn't do it, okay? It's an okay phone, but it is not a good speakerphone. The 3 kicked ass in that regard. This one doesn't do it. So anyway, the guy goes, okay, let me go find an adapter and go find a power block to plug it in and, USB, all that stuff like that. So he goes and gets that. I go out to my car, get my earbuds, come back in, fire this thing up. It does start. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. I started scrolling through, trying to, and it just died out. So I plugged it in his adapter, fired it up, jacked in my headphones, found about the least noisome song I could find on there. I mean, this thing was loaded to the gills with just not my kind of music. Let's just put it mildly, okay? Not my kind of music. But it had a pretty good amount of stuff on board. And literally, I, jacked it in, fired it up, cranked the volume all the way up, almost blew my eardrums out. This thing cranks, okay? Don't ever let anybody tell you that the iPhones or the iPods do not go loud enough. Oh no, these things crank. In some iterations, these things are loud. So anyway, basically booted it up, play with it. And I flip it over and I'm like, okay, you guys want $150 for it? And the guy goes, give me 100. And I was like, give you 100? Okay, deal. Here, pulled out the credit card, threw it at the guy, and basically snapped it up and took it home. Let me put it in perspective. This is one of the good ones, okay? This one actually supports and has video processing on board. I was watching Avatar on this thing last night, okay? Avatar. Yeah, I know, itty bitty screen and what have you, but you know what? If you're stuck in an airplane and you got your earbuds and you're watching a movie and you have the choice of watching their movie or watching your movie, watch your movie, okay? The other thing that's kind of cool is these things will also export the video and play it on a TV. So literally, you could use this thing as a DVD player once you get to your hotel destination by using the adapter plug and jacking in a couple of RC jacks so you can watch your own movies anytime you want. Now, I actually do have a program on my computer. Let me find the program real quick and I'll tell you guys what it is. I actually do have a program that I don't need iTunes, and that is huge. The program is called Copy Transmaster, all one word, Copy Transmaster. And literally, you can pull stuff out, put stuff in, and you don't need to have iTunes on board. So literally, I was like, no, delete, kill it. I'm going to put my own music library in this thing, but I am not ever going to fill this thing with 160 gigs on board, man. This thing is going to severely, completely, and totally kick ass. And the cool thing is, it's a 30 pin. So all the old peripherals fit. The only thing that won't fit is, a couple of my little oddments I have. Like I have this guy, which is literally an old school Belkin transmitter for the Nano. You literally jack your Nano in and it becomes an FM transmitter that runs into your car radio. Kind of cool tech. Now, the cool part is also if you have a mini USB plug, it also becomes a charging station, and it will allow the Nano to talk to your computer using the mini, not the micro, but the mini USB. I know old school, old tech, they don't really do that stuff anymore, but by and large, all that old stuff still is kind of cool. And these things are getting cheap, man. All these peripherals for the Nanos are cheap because there's not a whole hell of a lot of market, man. You go on eBay and the stuff for these things is really, really cheap. But the cool part is, this guy right here is a serious game changer for me at least, because now I got myself a iPod that is just completely badass. I mean, case in point, okay, let's just go over here real quick. Real fast, real fun. Do. Let's have a little fun here. I mean, literally, I'm not showing anything that's not untoward, but literally, that's Avatar playing on my iPod. Cool stuff, man. And the cool part is you stop, it leaves you, where you were. It's not like you have any problems. You basically just, you have a stopping point. It knows where you stopped. It picks back up where you left off. And all the good stuff like that there. I mean, literally these things are, dead simple. Once you know the steps to make it all work, these things are just good shiznit. And, everything that needs to work on this thing works. That's huge. That's huge. And for $100, man, 160 gig drive iPod, I could not walk away from it, and I am a happy camper. All right, folks, I'm going to break off on this one. Have a very good weekend, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Kick ass and all the rest of the good stuff like that. There should be a marvelous, pretty day outside. Really nice and sunny right now. I am destined to work on my car again. Oh. All right, guys, I'll see you later. Have a good one. Eat good, keep the 10 ring as always. You know it, you love it. Oh, kick-ass iPod goodness. Happy camper am I. Good times. See you guys.